Welcome to Purpose. I'm your host, Corie Clark. I'm just a normal girl who decided to go for it. I created a thriving business from the ground up without sacrificing my sanity, and I believe that you can do the same. You were created on purpose, for a purpose, and I fully believe you can turn that purpose into profit. Each week, I'm going to bring you practical advice to help you live your life and grow your business on purpose. Hello, friends. I am back with a bonus episode this week, and that is my goal this year, is to bring you guys as many episodes as possible, episodes that are going to add value to you, to your business, and just help you guys live more purposefully and grow your businesses and your brands. And honestly, podcasting is my favorite way to do it. It's the easiest way. And I know that a lot of you guys prefer this form of content over reading a blog post or watching a video. So since we all seem to like this format the best, this is the one I'm going to focus on. So I wanted to hop in this week and share with you guys 4 quick keys to up-leveling your brand this year, because I truly believe that if you can create this amazing brand experience for your business and for your customers and for your audience and communities, it's really going to catapult your business into a new level. And these are things that I have found to be very successful in my business, and they've really helped set me apart from other people who are doing similar things. So if you feel like you're in an industry where there's a lot of people doing the same thing as you, when you focus on some of these things, it's going to really help you stand out and set yourself apart as the expert in your industry. So the first thing the first key or tip I have for you is that you need to set an intention and then make a plan and take massive action on it. So we talked a little bit earlier this week in the previous episode about goal setting, and but I really wanted to bring this up again because this is really about setting an intention of who you're going to be, how you're going to show up, how much impact you want to make, and then actually create a plan to follow through so that you're showing up as that person. And then you have to actually take the action and do it. And it's going to make your business run so much smoother if you can come up with that plan. So for me, and knowing that I want to show up for you guys on this podcast, that means I have to be really intentional about planning out the episodes, knowing what topics I want to talk about, knowing which experts I want to interview on here, and really setting a plan and putting it in place and taking action on it so that I don't get to, in another month or two and being like, oh my gosh, I don't have any episodes planned. What am I going to do now? And so it's just so much easier. I want you guys to just think of one part of your business where you really want to show up this year, and then create a plan on how you're going to do that, because you can't just wake up in the morning and be like, oh yeah, I need to go live, or oh yeah, I need to record an episode, or oh yeah, I need to make a video. You have to know ahead of time and make sure you have that in your calendar, in your planner. Make sure your team knows, however you run your business, make sure that you make these things a priority, because if you want to show up in a new way and really set yourself apart, you're going to have to stick to it, and you're going to have to be consistent. And the best way to do that is to actually plan it out and then keep on doing it. So, okay. And then another key that you need to remember is that your greatest asset is your mind. Okay. And I've talked about this before. I talk about it all the time. It's something that if you've never had a business coach, or you don't have a coach, this is something that has really helped me, is having a coach helped me work through a lot of my limiting beliefs and, all of those things that were holding me back. And, like they say, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So one way to really get your mind in the right place is to spend every morning doing some mindset work. I have a whole blog post and episode about this, and I'll just go over it really quickly. It's what I do every morning. I actually created a new planner for that. So every morning after I read my Bible and do my devotions, I open up my 90 Days of Purpose journal and I write down 3 things I'm grateful for, like in that moment. Like, what are 3 simple things I'm grateful for right then? And then I write down 7 affirmations. And these are things that I need to work on, that I need to believe about myself. Things like I am a leader and I am strong, I am smart, I am confident. Anything like that you struggle with, if you're not believing in yourself for something, you need to write it down as an affirmation and you need to say it. You need to write it. You need to say it out loud and repeat it. You need to believe it. And when you start doing that every single morning, it does shift your mind to actually start believing, and you actually start showing up as that person. And when you start creating those better thoughts create better feelings, and those better feelings create better actions. So if it all starts in your mind, then honestly, that's just the best way to start your day, so that you're setting yourself up to have good feelings, to take good actions, and really move forward in your business. And actually believing that you're capable of running the business of your dreams. So if you're limiting yourself right now by, if you really do have this huge dream of running this amazing business, reaching, hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, but in the back of your mind, you don't believe you can, then that's what's holding you back from getting to your next level. Okay, the next tip is to be the authority. So, ask yourself and truthfully ask yourself, are you showing up as the authority in your industry, in your niche, in your community? Are you showing up as the authority? Because if you want to become that go-to person, if you want to be the one that everybody's like, oh my gosh, yes, I love her. She's the best at, she's the best at social media, or she's the best at email marketing, or she's the best at organizing. If you want your name to come up in people's conversations, you have to be the one to show up and prove to them that you are worthy of them saying that. And you have to step into that authority on your own. No one else is going to give it to you. No one gave Oprah her authority. She stepped into it and she owned it. And she created that authority, and then everybody else followed along. And I don't care if there is 1,000 other people doing what you do. There's no one that can do what you're doing the way you can do it. And there is people that need you to deliver your product or your service or whatever it is that you're offering, because they need it from you, because there's a certain way that you're going to present that. And so you have to step into that authority and know that, even if there's all these people around you doing the same thing, you have to know that you have the authority to deliver your service, to deliver your product, to lead your people. And if you don't step into that, they're going to look to someone else to do it. And then the last quick little key tip that I want you guys to remember, and a lot of people say your vibe attracts your tribe, which is true. But I've actually been thinking about it the other way around, and your tribe creates your vibe. So who you surround yourself with is going to have a huge impact on your vibe, on your energy level, on how you're showing up. If you're not surrounding yourself with people who are above your level, who are inspiring you, who are encouraging you, who are lifting you up, you're going to have a really hard time getting to the place you want to get to. You have to really think about who you're spending your time with, who you're doing life with, who you're hiring as a coach, what programs you're joining. If you actually like make a conscious effort, maybe think of like 5 people that write down on a list, 5 people that you want to bring into your life this year, that you want to spend time with, that you want to get a coffee with, that you want to maybe hire for some one-on-one coaching. Write down 5 people that you really look up to and find a way to get yourself in the room with them. It's so, so important. And it's honestly why I've created the 2 communities that I've created, and having the Purpose Babe Society gives these women who are in it, like they're in the business, they're doing the work, they need some help, they need some guidance, they need the encouragement, and that's where they can find it. And then the same with the mastermind, like that's for people that are like for like the next level after the society. And when your business is going and going and it's, it's starting to gain momentum, but you're really ready to go to the next level. And so wherever you're at in your business and in your life, make sure you're surrounding yourself with people that are going to help take you to that next level. If you're spending time with people in your community, in your church, if family members even, who are making you feel negative, if they just, don't really get what you're doing and they can kind of be discouraging. And if you ever like are spending time with people and then when you leave, you kind of feel like, oh, like that was not really a good use of my time, I don't really feel good about myself, then it's probably time to either cut those people out or spend less time with them. Just be really intentional about the people you're surrounding yourself with and spending time with, and the people you're learning from. Because honestly, like this world is so noisy. Like there is, thousands and thousands of podcasts that you can listen to. There's so many influencers out there, and authors and bloggers and, YouTubers. And so you really have to be careful to not just listen to everybody. Choose 5 people that you really look up to, that you really want to learn from, that you really want to spend time with, and be intentional about making that happen. And so these are the 4 things that I really started doing last year. These are the things I'm going to be doing again this year, because I know that it started creating so much momentum last year, and it's just going to continue to snowball and make this year even better. So just to recap, the first thing that you need to remember is to set an intention, make it a plan, and take massive action. And then the second thing is your greatest asset is your mind. And number 3 is be the authority. And number 4 is your tribe creates your vibe. So focus on those 4 things, and I promise you, you're going to see a change in your brand, in your business. You're going to really start showing up as that authority and that leader in your industry. And it's really going to like bring this momentum to your business that you've never seen before. I don't care what your website looks like. I don't care what email funnel you have. I don't care what software you use. I don't care if you're running ads or not. Like these things that I just talked about are going to make long lasting like impressions on your business, long lasting success, because these are the things that start attracting the right people to you. And these are the things that like bring in your ideal customers. And they're also the things that repel like people that you shouldn't be serving. So you start stepping into these things and showing up as the authority and making a plan and doing the work and surrounding yourself with amazing people, taking care of your mind first. You are going to see like amazing growth in your business. And I truly 100% believe that, because I saw it in my own business. So if you enjoyed these 4 tips, screenshot this episode, share it on Instagram, and tag me. Let me know which of those 4 things like really inspired you the most, or if you're going to go for it and you're going to do all 4, let me know. I would love to cheer you on and support you. I love getting DMs from my listeners and hearing what you love about the show. So since we are going full on with this podcast, I really want to know what you guys love, what you want to hear more of, who you want me to interview on the show. So be sure you send me a DM on Instagram. So I will have links in the show notes to, I have a free community. I have that goal setting sheet that I talked about last week. And I just want to help set you guys up for an amazing year. So go ahead and go to the show notes. Also, I would love it if you go to iTunes, subscribe, rate, and review so that other people can find the show. And I will see you guys next week.